Are you divorcing a narcissist and afraid you're not going to win? I'm Rebecca Zung, top 1% divorce attorney and the best-selling author of the books Negotiate Like You Matter and Breaking Free, a Step-by-Step Divorce Guide. And I've helped thousands of people go from lives of drama, trauma, and chaos and helped them step into lives of freedom, possibility, prosperity, and purpose. And that's exactly what I do right here on these videos. So you won't want to miss any of my videos. And in order to do that, you'll have to make sure you hit the little subscribe button and hit the notification bell so that you know when I upload my new videos. The number one thing that they try to do is win at all costs. They are going to try to make you look as bad as possible, no matter how ridiculous it seems. They're going to twist everything. And that's why I tell you to put everything in writing. We're going to talk about more of that in a minute. But everything you say, do, or the way you breathe is going to be try to twist it and manipulate it and in whatever way possible so that they look good and you look bad, because they're going to try to win at all costs. You are wanting this narcissist to actually be somewhat pleasant to you, then you definitely cannot criticize them in any way. They can't take criticism. Even if they smell the little scent or aroma in the air of something that may be perceived as a criticism, they're going to come back on you like nobody's business. Now, you're dealing with a narcissist, and every time they talk to you, you just feel paralyzed. You have no idea what to say because they are master manipulators. They know exactly how to get the best of you. I mean, the bottom line is, you know, you want to try to work this person out of your life, but you have to learn how to deal with them because, you know, there's going to be another narcissist that comes along unless you really learn how to deal with this. So I would just say, you know, try to stay away from directly criticizing this narcissist, or they're not going to take the criticism as a constructive feedback and incorporate it and make changes. Bottom line is that the only person who has any power over anyone is the judge. So they get away with it until you get back in front of a judge and tell them what they've been doing. So you might as well just stay away from criticizing them. It's not going to make any difference anyway. They're constantly trying to give you bait so that you take the bait, that you will get emotional, and then they know that they have you. Once you get emotional, they know they have you. And they're constantly trying to manipulate you into their layer of control. And so by staying disengaged, you stay out of that layer of control, okay? So remember, manipulation is their game, and by not giving them 100% of what they want, you will help to shut them down or at least minimize their behavior. But you have a right to have your opinion, and I also have a right to have mine. So you're basically saying, you know, whatever you're saying is ridiculous or whatever, but you don't have to put it in those terms. You can just say you are entitled to your opinion I am entitled to mine. And there's really not a whole lot they can say about that. I mean, they might try to say, well, it's the right opinion or whatever, and you can say it's absolutely your opinion and it is right to you. So they're going to file as many motions as possible, litigate as much as possible, make you spend as much money as possible, and make your life miserable by dragging you through the court system. You can just say, we need to work on things, or we both have a faulty perception about, or we both have contributed to this situation, something like that. Because if they feel like you're not targeting them and that you're taking part of the blame and responsibility, then they'll feel less like they need to keep pushing. And so that will also help disarm. So using we phrases will definitely help. We will work on this together, that kind of thing. But you're definitely going to want to keep your emotions in check, because that's what they want. They want you to lose your cool. They want to get under your skin. And as soon as you allow them to do that, now they're already winning again. Now it's working, whatever manipulation it is that they're trying to pull on you. So keep your cool, keep your emotions in check, and don't let them get the best of you. So just by saying, I hear what you're saying, and here's what you said, just that alone will sometimes disarm them, because they feel hurt, they feel seen, and they feel like you have given them the value that they need. Remember, narcissists need an endless amount of supply. And so, supply is given to them in the form of compliments, or it could be, in being in a certain position, or it could be recognition in some way. It could be just even being associated with the right people. Supply is just whatever it is that feeds their need for external value. So if you say, I hear what you're saying, and you repeat it back to them, even if you're then going to go on and say, and I don't agree with you, and you are entitled to your opinion, at least they feel hurt. So these are phrases to disarm the narcissist, to try to get them to calm down a little bit. And here's the crazy part, because despite what I just said about them going to try to win at all costs, winning is actually not what they want to do. What they want to do is get the best of you. That's actually what they want to do. It's going to look like they're winning at all, trying to win at all costs, but what they're actually trying to do is manipulate you at all costs. So just remember that now that you are stepping out of their world, you don't have any more value for them. Because for a narcissist, people only have value to the extent that they can use them for their own potential gain. So now that you're stepping out of that and you have no more potential gain for them, now the only goal is just to manipulate you and make your life miserable. Number 3 thing they try to do is use the court system as their sword. But you're never going to get the narcissist to go, oh, you know what, you're right. So just say, okay, I agree with you. So that's one way that you can disarm a narcissist. Another thing that you can say is, I don't agree with you. They try to obstruct you from everything. So they're not going to provide the discovery that they're supposed to. They're just going to make you work for everything. And so as part of that, you're going to end up having to file motions to compel, and you're going to have to be running up the fees and that sort of thing. And they'll have court orders, and they're not going to obey them, and you're going to be sitting there going, how in the heck can he or she get away with this? If this sounds familiar to you, give me an amen in the comments. Another way to disarm a narcissist is to kind of assuage their ego a little bit by saying something like, let me ask your advice on this. How would you handle this particular situation? Let me see what you think about this. How would you feel about doing it this way? Or what's your opinion about if we decide to proceed in this manner? Or what do you think about this plan? Getting them to weigh in on something that you think that they're being ridiculous about will help them. And so you just get them to, it also kind of makes them sort of highlight the ridiculousness of their behavior. You have to be careful, because obviously if they've already given you a plan and you don't like it, then this is not the time to use that particular phrase. But that's one of the things that you can do to disarm a narcissist. And if you like this video, or there was something that really resonated with you about it, or something you really learned from it, or something more that you want to know, drop me a link or drop me a comment below, and I will definitely respond to you. And also like this video, and make sure that you hit subscribe and hit the little notification bell so that you can be right up to date with all of my newest updates on how to deal with that difficult person in your life. I'm Rebecca Zung, top 1% divorce attorney, and the best-selling author of the books Negotiate Like You Matter and Breaking Free, a Step-by-Step Divorce Guide. Thanks so much for stopping by today. Remember that today is a perfect day to start negotiating your best life. I look forward to seeing you in the next video.